yeah, we probably are going to die alone because black men are most likely to die before a woman, any woman, right? No matter what race she is. Black Hey, hello, welcome to B-Centric TV. My name is Nita. Welcome to those who are joining us for the very first time. And thank you for those who are coming back, who are already subscribed. And if you're back and you are not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Thank you very much. And also don't forget to click the bell so that you know when I upload videos. All right, so today I wanted to talk about black men's health. I wanted to talk about this because I truly believe black men deserve to grow old. I know that's something that has been said over social media, different platforms and things like that in regards to police brutality, but there are so many more things that are killing our black men at an early age, and a lot of it has to do with health. And also, I would see these podcasts guys and different things like that, or clips of them, because I don't sit there and watch them, but clips here and there on different platforms, and a lot of them will, not all men, of course, I know, but a lot of men, oh, black women, y'all gonna die alone because of this and this and that. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone, single with a lot of cats. That whole rhetoric, right? Very tiring. However, based on the stats, yeah, we probably are going to die alone because black men are most likely to die before a woman, any woman, right? No matter what race she is, black men statistically and consistently rank the lowest when it comes to health. So, saying whether you're married, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the situation is, statistically, we're black women, we're probably going to die alone unless black men take accountability and get their health under wraps, right? And there are some other things that's like that take into account with that also. But first and foremost, before I get into anything, let me tell you that this video is not a dig. This video is actually to inform you. This video is actually to help you. This video is actually to get to a place where black men understand that your health is very important, and black women, we have our own things too, but this is not going to be discussed in this particular video. So like I said before, black men consistently rank lowest in nearly all groups in the US. I think the only group that they don't rank lower than are Native American men. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Native American men. They are most likely to die from heart attacks or heart disease or something like that. And then there's black men. But across the board in other areas, black men typically rank the lowest. And I do know that a lot of it has to do with structural racism, scientific racism, systemic racism, and a lot of things that have caused black men to not trust the healthcare system. Those feelings are definitely valid, and there are also a lot of socio-economical disparities and things like that. I do go into depth regarding social economic disparities and scientific racism in another video. I will put the thumbnail right here, and then I will put the link in the description. I can't remember the exact name of the video, but I would definitely put the thumbnail somewhere up here so that you can go check that video, because I talk about scientific racism, and it's more dealing with mental health and why black people as a whole had, for so many years did not go to therapy and things like that. Right? So let's get into it. So obesity, black men over 20 are 38.7 black men are obese. However, that number is lower than black women. Black women, I get on us in another video. I'll leave that in the description. I'll put the thumbnail up here. Black women are the highest obese, but to be truthful, obesity is just high in America, period, right? It's just high for everyone. And there's a lot of reasons for that. There's so many reasons for that. So, but 56.8%, almost 57% of black men who are over the age of 20 have hypertension. That is almost 60% of black men over the age of 20 with hypertension. And as we know, hypertension can cause heart disease, heart attacks, and different things like that. And the top 5 causes of death among black men in the United States are heart disease, unintentional injuries, cancer, stroke, and homicide. Now, when it comes to homicide, as we know, police brutality is big in the United States, and especially among black men. But also, it's black men killing each other within that. And black men are the only group in America who have homicide in their top 5 of reasons why they die early. The only group. So there's a big problem there. I'm not going to get too much into the black on black crime. I understand, of course, if you stay in an area where your race is congested, white people going to kill white people. I get all of that. But it still is a very high rate of black men killing other black men. It needs to be talked about. It really needs to be handled. But it's not going to be in this video. All right. So like I mentioned before, black men die earlier than all women across the U.S. They are by more than 7 years. So most likely, if you're married, statistically, your husband is going to die quite some few years before the wife, right? So while you hollering about women dying alone and different things like that, remember, if you're not taking care of yourself, your wife is going to be alone. I mean, unless she finds another husband. Till death do us part, right? So, black men have a lot of stress. They have a lot of weight on their shoulders due to racial oppression and structural barriers. And research has shown that a lot of this stress also comes from not being able to fulfill traditional roles. A lot of these white supremacy, patriarchy roles that have been placed on society to fulfill, and many black men, due to not having enough money or whatever it may be, being part of this, being in the penitentiary or whatever, and coming out and not even to have a second chance. There are so many reasons on why a lot of those roles aren't being fulfilled, and it is causing a lot of stress onto them. And as we know, stress will kill you. So that plays a big role. And also, black men don't go to the doctor. So that's something that, it's just, a lot of this is accountability. A lot of things we can prevent as people, right? Going to the doctor. Like I said before, there is a mistrust of the healthcare system because of a lot of things, and that's happened in the past with black people being used as guinea pigs and all kind of stuff like that. But black men are more likely than any other segment in the United States to have undiagnosed or poorly managed chronic conditions. So a lot of time black men don't go to the hospital or go see a doctor until they have to go to the ER, until they're at a point where the pain is too far gone and now they're being diagnosed. I know I hear a lot of black men, or I've heard in my life them say, I'm fine, but the second I went to the doctor, now I got this, now I got that. No, sir. You already had those things, and you probably could have prevented them had you been taking care of your body before and got that checkup years ago. It has just been sitting in you, and it's at a point where you can't take the pain no more. The doctor didn't do it. Right? And black men are 75% less likely to have health insurance than white men. Like I said, that could have a lot to do with money. It clearly is going to have a lot to do with money. Health insurance is not cheap at all. I know, I work. And when it comes out your check, you kind of wish it didn't, because it's a lot. So I do understand that, but there are other things you could do. I think the Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare, is still out. I'm not sure the qualifications for that, but you may not get the best providers in the network per se. Everyone doesn't take it, so I'm not gonna say best providers, but it's hard to find people that do take it. But there are clinics, there are so many places you can go. You can't let your pride get in the way of taking care of yourself. Do what you have to do. And many Black men don't have a PCP. They don't have a primary care physician. They don't have someone that they go to annually. Go to the clinic if you need to. Try to find the best one. At least just go get your blood work, your checkup, and things like that, and at least see if there is anything there. And then you can later on go find you a PCP once you get your health insurance. Black men are 24% less likely than women to have visited the doctor in the last year. You are not getting your annuals. You are not getting your annuals. You need to get your annual checkups. And you're 32% more likely to be hospitalized. And that's probably because you're not getting your annual checkups, right? So I was listening to The Breakfast Club. I believe it was last week. By the time this video come out, it's probably be 2 weeks from now. But Nene Leakes was guest hosting with DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God. And so they asked her about Greg. As you know, Greg Leakes passed away a year or two ago from colon cancer. So they asked her, did he go to the physician, get his annuals and things like that? And she flat out said no. She was like, no, he did not. She said for years when she would set up her appointment, she tried to get him to, she tried to set up one for him. He wouldn't go. He didn't want to do it. She was talking about how he's had a pain in his stomach for over 20 years, but he would not go to the doctor. He rarely would ever go to the doctor. And then it got to a point where he just couldn't take the pain no more. And they ran some tests and found out he had colon cancer. And from what I understand, colon cancer, if detected early, you have a high chance of living a long, full life. But he was already there. I do believe at one point he did go into remission, but ultimately he succumbed to the illness. Rest in peace, Greg Leakes. But I remember Charlamagne was like, you should have made him go, or whatever they say. I'm paraphrasing. And she was like, she tried to get him to go. But at the end of the day, your wife, your girlfriend, your mama, whoever, your auntie, they can't really force you to do anything. You can't force somebody. Only people, you can only do it pretty much in their childhood. Of course, you can make your child go to the doctor because you're the parent, you're responsible. But once they come of age, you can't really force a man to do what he don't want to do. You can merely suggest and try to help. But guys, you need to go. As we know, Chadwick Boseman passed away from colon cancer as well. Now, I don't know his story, if he was going to the doctor prior. But Nene said that, after he was diagnosed, now he wouldn't miss a checkup. But it was too late. It was too late. And as we know, Greg wasn't no broke man. That man had money. Now, he might have went through some troubles at some point, but that's rich people troubles, right? But he was a man that had money, so I'm pretty sure he had health insurance. Pretty sure. But stats say that Black men in all income groups, whether they're rich, poor, or whatever in between, are still 50% less likely to visit a physician for their annual checkups, even if they have health insurance. So even though they have a lot of not a lot of Black men have health insurance, but the ones that do, no matter what economic bracket they're in, they still don't go. So it's very important for you all to really start paying attention to your body, eating healthy, getting your checkups. Yes, I understand the historical reasons why there is not a trust for the healthcare system. There is. But do your best. Find you can go and Google and go look up physicians. I'm pretty sure there are websites when you get your health insurance, they show you different providers. Do your research. Find someone that looks like you. Find a Black person if you're not comfortable with a white doctor. Do what you have to do to make sure that you are getting your health checkups and different things like that. Seek mentorship to better yourself. At the end of the day, no one can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You can't be around here hollering about Black women going to die alone because they're too independent and this and this and then and that, but you're not even independent enough to take care of your own health. Take care of yourself. Once again, I know that's not all Black men doing that. Salute to those that's not around here downing people, and I'm not going to down you, but I'm going to tell you, get your stuff in check. When it comes to the homicide, the black men killing black men, there needs to be good mentorship out here. Black men who are actually that are doing well for themselves, not even just financially, but spiritually and mentally, that can help mentor these young black men who are out here killing each other, because you're dying younger and younger and younger and younger. And we need black men in our community. We need you, but we need you to be leaders, and we need you to set the tone. Take care of yourself. Stop killing one another, and seek help. Seek help. I know a lot of it's been taboo for many years to go to therapy, but do so if you need it. If you're having a hard time managing your stress, you don't want that stress to kill you. Seek help so that you can manage yourself and you're not around here dying of heart attacks, because heart attacks is one of the top reasons black men die. Cancer, heart disease, all of that. So if you don't take care of yourself, yes, black women, we will die alone. So if you have watched this video through, I need you to subscribe if you have not already. Leave me a comment. Let me know your experience and your thoughts on the healthcare system. And if you go often to the doctor, like if you're a woman, have you tried to get your husband or your boyfriend to go to the doctor or anything like that, and they don't want to do it? Like, what are the reasons? Put it in the comments. Let me know. So until next time, be beautiful, be black, be you always.